When you put your makeup on, you look like a Cheeto Puff, huh? You looking kind of gray? 2026? I'm Veronica. Come here. Come here. I'm Veronica. Welcome to Makeup Survival Guide. And today I'm going to be talking about our warm tone girlies. If you haven't seen my videos and trying to figure out which undertone you are, you can go ahead and go on my page and you'll be able to see which undertone you are. I explain what the difference is and why it's important. So if you go check those out, you'll be able to see and watch the video, see what undertone you are, see why it's important. Come back to this video and I'll explain. But today we're talking to the warm and olive tone girlies. I just have a few tips so when you go out and get your makeup, you're not coming looking like a Cheeto Puff, you know? Because trust me, I have done that. Went to school, thought I was but I looked in the mirror and I said, ooh, no ma'am, 2026. We're not doing that. The companies that don't want to expand on their undertone range, we're not messing with them. We're not messing with them. I got my notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm just reading my notes. Number one thing that works for you warm undertone girlies is go to the store and test it out. Go to the store and test it out. Go to Ulta, Sephora, whatever your range is. Go to the store and test it out. I would recommend if you're like me and you have two types of shade ranges, I would definitely recommend swatching on both. I'm lighter on the inside, darker on the outside. So if I want something that's going to go all over my face, I'm going to pick a shade. I typically like to go with the darker part. So I'll swatch it on my jaw, be like, ooh, it looks like I ain't got nothing on. You're coming home with me. Perfect. Now, if you swatch on your jaw and you're like, ooh, okay, it's matching my shade, but it's a little too orange. No, absolutely not. That is not your foundation. That is not your concealer. Don't take it home and be like, oh, I can make it work because it's hard to find my shade. You want to get something that matches your undertone to the point where it's like, okay, it don't even look like I got anything on. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to look like a cheese ball. And there are times where you swatch it and you're like, why does this look so yellow? Why do I look like corn? I'm sitting in the store looking like corn. No. Or even with setting powders, sometimes it could be too yellow because you're like, okay, I'm lighter right here, so I'm going to go with something yellow. No. They need to be wet. They need to be working together, not for you to go and start applying extra stuff to make sure it works. No. If the shade and undertone does not match, look for a different brand that it works together and makes you look put together. And that goes for all of my undertone girlies. But that's avoid anything that's too orange, avoid anything that's too yellow. You want it to look like you have skin on. I also forgot to mention for my girlies that are warm and olive to stay away from cool tones. You don't want anything cool tones. It's going to make you look gray in your face, to look flat and like dried out. As you can see from the picture, this is all three of the same shades, but because the undertone is different, it's going to come out different. Oh, that's my shade twin. But are you undertone twins? Wait, no? Okay. And so that's why it looks like that on her, and it doesn't look great on you. Stop it. You guys don't got the same undertone. For my olive tone girlies, because you're warm and you have a hue that's a little bit more green, you want to definitely stay away from something that's too yellow, because then it will stand out where you'll be like, hey, going on my God, whoa, good baby. No, that's not what you want to look like. So that's for my olive and warm tone girlies. Just look for something that isn't too yellow, that isn't too orange, and something that just blends with your skin super well. Because you can end up looking like corn on the cob or a carrot, and you don't want that. So thank you for coming to my makeup survival guide. I'll see you tomorrow.